Okay, so let's go over the details of your statement again. Your clan is called DD Clan, correct? And the DD stands for what again? Because our sources tell us it stands for Daddy Displato. Is that correct?
No one has told me what our name stands for.
Go on. So what exactly happened?
Well, we mass-teamed on one member of the WorldCrew, named Zomby. After that, many WorldCrew members spawned into the server.
Wait a minute. It says here that you tried the same stunt just a few days earlier. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. I do not know what we were thinking. We called 4 more clans to help us, just like we did a few nights earlier. But it was not enough.
And what happened next?
Well, the war started off okay for our side. But the problem is, these WorldCrew guys never stopped fighting, and more WorldCrew members kept spawning. We fought them for hours, but more WorldCrew members kept coming. After a couple hours of this, we realized we could not beat them, even with help from 4 other clans. The WorldCrew never leave the server until all of us are taken out.
And your statement today is that many members of your clan haven't been seen since this last war with the WorldCrew.
Yes, that's correct. Do you think you'll be able to find them?
Well, we have people searching the servers for your fellow clan members, but we've been told that they may be too traumatized from this war with the WorldCrew, and that it's not looking good for finding them. You should expect the worst.
Yo, what's up, guys? You know who it is? WorldCrew is back in the server just days after DD needed to call 4 other clans to help them. Here they are, literally doing a repeat. Started with the same WorldCrew member, you know, a bunch of DD guys, mass teaming on Zomby, identical to what they did just a few days earlier. Check out the most recent video before this one, see all the details, but here we are again. Now, for the record, it's quite late. This is on a Saturday night. The war started around midnight. And, you know, even at this hour, there's plenty of WorldCrew members active, online, and ready to get to work. Today I'm joined by Paul, Zomby, Conspiracy, James, ZenoWraith, TheGreatPapyrus, DraginQueenZilla, MRSC Mecca, Pim, Jerison and Krimas. And today, the low-level members of DD Clan are joined by members from KTR, TFA, someone from MAVT again, and you know, it would have only been 4 clans, but then at the end, someone from DinoX decides to come in. So once again, DD needed help from 4 other clans to fight one clan, which is WorldCrew. So here we are, yet again. Obviously, what they did a few days ago, they didn't learn anything from it, so they are back, and so are we, which is fine because we love wars, as you can tell from this channel. You know, we don't need much of a reason to get into a war with anyone connected to the worst clan ever, which was 100% the NZ clan. These guys we'll get into a war with every day if that's what they want, and if they gotta call 5, 6, 7, 8 clans to get help, I don't know how many clans they're gonna need. That's fine with us, but I do think that DD clan should try to not need to call for help every couple days. I mean, it's not looking good. Not gonna lie, it looks real terrible. I think DD should work on getting their own clan to be to stand on its own 2 feet. I think that's a good goal for any clan to have. If you're gonna go up against WorldCrew or any clan, you should, you know, just get enough members with enough experience to be able to handle it on your own. You know, having members of 5, 6 clans coming in to help you is not really establishing anything, especially if you lose in the end. I mean, and that just makes you look extra weak. I mean, you know, you have members of 5 clans coming in and you're still losing the war. It's not a good look, bro, but also not surprising. But anyway, you know, DD seems like a newer clan. You know, we'll see if they ever get their act together. Just real quick, you can see there's a couple guys from this TFA. One of these guys is TFA Leb. He made an appearance in our WorldCrew versus NZ video, where we're fighting together with FDA. And Leb is one of the guys that, one of the NZ guys that we are fighting with in that video, so some of our viewers will have seen him before. Our war happened on a Saturday night. The next Sunday afternoon, I run into one of these DD guys in the PG server, and you can see I'm just saying to him, hey, one clan versus one clan, but he's saying they can't get enough members late at night. But look, we got on at the same, I guarantee we're in the same time zone as those guys, or very similar. We got on at midnight. This war took about 3 hours to fight, and you will start to see how that matters later. This is Zomby. This is footage from Zomby's PC. So you can kind of see what it looks like from another angle. But Zomby's, he's hurting them. This guy, Zomby has a level, I think it's like a 550 Malicide, Gigan, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, look at him, he's soloing all these guys. I could see why they want to take him out, because he's bad for them. He's the guy probably killing more members than anyone. But now I'm back. This is me. What I try to do sometimes, especially if we've got a bunch of fires in the air, is come in here with kind of, almost like a hand grenade, do a whole bunch of damage to some guys on the ground, and then the other members come in and finish these guys off. So we have a very organized style of battle. Now this clan, we came in and we are outnumbered. When I got in here, we are outnumbered. I think there's only 6 of us at this point, maybe 7, but they started off with 10, 12 people. So, for most of this war, we were outnumbered. But the thing is, we don't give up, and we know that we're going to wear you down. So we don't see a war as, and here's Zomby again, we don't see a war as 1 or 2 battles. You're going to have to fight us and keep fighting us and keep fighting us and keep fighting us. Zomby soloed that Borath. Now he's gonna solo this Vargoth. You're gonna have to fight some pretty good players for a long time. It's like I said in the last video. Clear the rest of your day. This war is starting at midnight. You better be ready to stay up till the sun comes up, because we are. And if you're not, then don't even bother starting the war, because you're just wasting your time, and you're gonna end up being on the receiving end of one of these videos that you're not going to be looking so good. I don't know why these DD guys keep coming into these servers, starting a war. You saw the DD guy, he knows they don't have enough guys. You don't have to take my word for it. Read his words. He says that at this hour of the day, they're only going to get 3 members. Well, then don't start the war, because you're going to look bad when this is all done. Winning a war, if you would win, they're not good. Oh, by the way, I asked several times, what does DD stand for? And the reason I'm asking is because in the last war, when the DD leader came in, he proclaims himself, and it's always bad when people talk in the third person, but he proclaimed himself, Daddy Despolito is here. And I thought to myself when I saw it, I said, oh my God, is that what the DD stands for? Yikes. That is really, really, really bad, if that's what it stands for. And so I actually asked, their leader was crying in our comments on the last video. I asked him right away, within probably an hour of his comment, what that DD stands for. I've yet to get a reply. Then when I saw that DD member in the server, I asked him, what does that DD stand for? And again, no reply. Now, I just want to point out something. If you're looking at the leaderboard, you see the couple KTR guys are in there. The TFA guys have already left. They left a little while ago. There's a bunch of DD guys. A couple things I want to point out. The DD leader was in the server. He was in the server, and he's already gone. And at this point, we're maybe like an hour into the war, maybe at most. So this is a 3-hour war. I don't know what kind of leaders come into the war and then leave, so early in the fight. This war is not over. And, some of the other players seem to know that. We're fighting them. I don't know what kind of clan these guys are. They're doing a lot of weird stuff, aside from that weird name. So, I asked that guy, as you can see, I asked him if DD stands for Daddy Despolito, which is probably the worst freaking clan name of all time, I'm going to be honest. And he said he doesn't even know. And then I asked him, wait, you're in a clan, you don't even know the name of your clan? And he said he did. So that's the level of these guys. You know, they're in a clan, they don't know what the name is, or maybe it does stand for Daddy Despleto, and they're so embarrassed that they just won't answer the question. Uh-oh, look at this guy. Here's a DD guy just logged on me. Anyway. And by the way, look at the leaderboard. Look who's gone. KTR leader is gone. The other KTR guy who's in here is gone. You know, it's just a few of these DD guys left. And this is probably what the war would have started like if they had just come in by themselves. And they knew it wasn't going to be a good situation. You can see there's 3 DD guys. And then now they're completely outnumbered. This is why they don't want to start a war on their own, because in his own words, there will just be 3 of them. You know, so I would suggest to them that they don't start wars at midnight their time or our time if they're not prepared to actually fight, because, you know, this is embarrassing. And you know what? Even your friends in these other 4 or 5 clans that are willing to come and help, they're not going to be committed to this war, which is why they're all gone. Just look at the leaderboard. Where's the DD leader? That guy was in the server, I mean, for what felt like 5 minutes. I don't know. He probably fought for maybe 30 or 40 minutes. But in a 3-hour war, that's not doing enough. That's not doing much at all. Don't start a war unless you're committed to winning it. I mean, that's the first rule of any war. You don't have to be that strategic to know that. It doesn't make any sense to come into this war. But see, let me tell you what they're thinking. They think that 4, 5, 6 of these guys jump Zombie. They see Zombies by himself. I think it was Zombie and James when it started, but they see Zombie by himself. They think, let's just jump him real quick. They don't understand, you know, Paul and I were in the server within 1 minute. Other members were just 1 or 2 minutes behind us. So we're always going to have 4, 5, 6 people showing up within a couple minutes. And over time, you know, we can get those numbers even at this hour of the day. I mean, you heard the list. We had 12 members come in between midnight and 3 a.m. when most other clans are definitely asleep and definitely can't get a dozen people to fight. And the core, you know, leaders of WorldCrew, myself included, we came in server, we never left. We fought the entire time, which is what any clan leader ought to be doing. But, you know, that Despleto guy's being gone for probably at this point over an hour. So I don't know what kind of clan these guys want to be. I mean, they're doing a lot of weak things in here, you know, to be honest. I mean, you know, at this point we've probably been fighting for 2.5. It's probably 2:30 a.m. right now, you know, just to kind of give you an idea. And again, this is a very short version of what was more than a 3-hour war. There's a lot of extra stuff not in here. Yes, we died more than this. Yes, we killed other guys more than this. That's what's going on. This is just a example of how this war went. It's pretty clear what the final outcome of this war was. We don't really have to have an argument or bicker over who won or lost. Just look at the leaderboard. You can see who's there, who kept fighting, and who didn't keep fighting. The KTR guy, he's gone. He's obviously not there, not fighting. The DD leader, Despleto, gone, not fighting. And who's still in the server? WorldCrew is still in the server. We didn't leave, we stayed fighting the entire time. We've been fighting for hours. We're not going to stop fighting till this war is actually over. Unlike a lot of these other guys that are coming in. So again, you know, DD, if they're going to keep doing this, they need to go ahead, you know, strengthen their clan up, recruit some more members. Although, you know, to be honest, I wouldn't want to be in a clan that's doing stuff like this. It's clownish. I mean, it's honestly clownish. They don't know. You got guys who don't know what the name of the clan is, okay? The guys who know they only have a handful of members, but they're starting a war at that kind of hour, which is just not smart. Because these are losses they're taking for no reason. Okay, I'm spawning in. I'm scrolling down. I wanted to show you guys the level of some of these DD guys. I mean, to be honest, I don't have a problem with starters. Everybody in this game was a starter at some point. No reason to disrespect the starter. But I will say that, you know, if you only have 160,000 G cells or 300,000 G cells, you know, you might not want to try to fight guys with 20, 25 million G cells. guys who have a lot more kills and a lot more experience, and also a lot more max Kaijus, just in the most practical reasoning. Have the right counters. We have guys who have every Kaiju max that's available in this game right now, or close to every Kaiju max. So it's not really a smart decision. I also think it's not a smart decision to start a war with guys who have, I don't know how big that clan is, but I'd say we're probably 5 or 6 times many members as that, if not more. So it's just not smart. The guy knows they only have 3 guys who will show up at this hour, and he's starting the war anyway. So that's just not a smart decision. So these guys are gonna have to get a lot better. If they're gonna keep being a clan that expects to ever win. But for whatever reason, they obviously didn't learn from a few days ago till today. But I'll give these guys, the 2 or 3 DD guys who are still on the server, hey, I respect them. They're still fighting. All the guys they call for help, you see the help. These guys weren't willing to really put it on the line for you. So that's something to think about when you're calling members of 4 or 5 other clans to help you. These guys are probably not willing to come in the server and fight WorldCrew for 3, 4, 5. We got wars where we fought for 6 hours. So the guys you're getting help from, they're not committed to the win. Okay, WorldCrew comes into this server as one clan. There's nobody else in here from any other clan except WorldCrew on our side. Okay, we don't have anybody else to call for help because, we might be, I'm not sure if we are the biggest. We might be the biggest clan in Kaiju Universe or one of the biggest, but we don't call for help from other clans. We've never done that. And we're never going to do that. WorldCrew fights a WorldCrew war, one clan. Oh, and now, look. So the member of the 5th clan has made his appearance. That's Angel, who's the leader of the DinoX clan. And, he's coming in pretty late. The war is definitely over. He's a skilled player. But he's not going to save these 2 or 3 DD guys from what's happening. So maybe if he was here 2 or 3 hours ago, he could have been more helpful. But at this point, we're just, we're on mop-up duty, and they're insanely outnumbered. But you notice, we keep coming in as these guys are getting tired and wearing down. WorldCrew has members who are waking up in all parts of the world. We have members in every continent waking up and wanting to get involved in this war. So that's why and that's the reason we stay in the server, because it doesn't matter if we are outnumbered. It's only just we're gonna have somebody else coming in within 10-20 minutes constantly. If we fight you for 1 hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, here's Angel fighting in a clan war with these DD guys, which is weird. Angel had told me, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks ago that actually he was at war with DD. So I don't know why he's coming in to try to help them. I don't really understand the connection between a lot of these guys. Most of these clans have origins or connections to the NZ clan. Again, I don't need to get into why we can't stand NZ, but that's the main thread between all these clans. For whatever reason that I don't understand, they're all connected to this NZ clan. They either were in NZ or they're friends with the founders and leaders of NZ, who, by the way, all those guys who were in NZ, as far as I know, are still always bragging about NZ. They all believe NZ was the best clan ever. Which is saying a lot. If you actually believe that right now, NZ clan has been ran out of Kaiju Universe. It's been ran out of these servers. They have members banned for how toxic they were. Just imagine what you have to do for that to happen. How bad do you have to be? Not necessarily skill-wise, but just as like a person or a player. How you're diminishing this community to to get kicked out of the game itself. These guys were bad people, to be honest, in the ways that we can know who they are, inside of the servers or the Discord server. They look like a lot of terrible people, and so I just cannot understand why there's so many all these clans that are helping DD have roots, either immediate roots or somewhat distant roots to NZ clan, and I just don't understand why they continue to behave in the same manner and also still kind of support that attitude and gameplay. I mean, it's really strange. And again, last I heard, the DD guys had raided the DinoX Discord server. So I don't understand why the leader from DinoX is coming in and helping the guys that he told me directly he was at war with just a few weeks ago. So this is all very confusing. I don't know what's going on. I don't even want to know what's going on. All I know is we're in a war with DD. I think that name stands for Daddy Despleto, which is incredibly cringy. And, I think that these guys should focus on, possibly being in a better clan, to be honest, that doesn't have such a creepy guy, leading it. Or, I don't know the guy, but I just know how he acts in these servers. He's referring to himself in the third person. He did the same thing when he came in this war. Despleto was here. I don't know, it's just creepy, the guys in WorldCrew are normal guys, we don't say weird stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I don't know what the dynamic between all these clans is. But what I do know is, they want to fight us, we are happy to oblige. We will be here every time, getting a lot of XP, a lot of G cells. This war was great for both. We had guys that got like 5 and 10 levels on their Kaiju, just in these wars. So from a practical standpoint, fighting in a war for 2 or 3 hours, it's the equivalent of fighting, just grinding sort of your typical gameplay in the Kaiju universe for days, right? So I mean, we love wars. We'll always, Angel's back, right? So, we love wars. We will be in as many wars as possible. And the other thing that, these other clans should understand is that every day when I see WorldCrew members, you know what they're always asking me? When's the next war? When's the next war? I get that a message or on the VC. We love wars, okay? These guys, we're at war with you. We're threatening you with war. It's like, that's what we want. We want the war. We enjoy war. We don't want to go to war with a bunch of civilians in this game. Don't get me wrong. We don't want war in a general sense. We don't raid servers, regular servers. We're not trying to do anything, against the rules of this game. We like to be in the clan server. Zomby got jumped in a regular server, so we did come back, and this war is happening in a regular server, which, this is what's going to happen if you start a team battle in a regular server. We will respond. We're not going to sit around and just get jumped. So they started with a team battle. We came in with our team, and you see how it's going. Again, look at the leaderboard. I mean, the DD guys, the couple that are in here, you don't even see them on the top half of the screen because they only have a couple 100,000 G cells. These are inexperienced players, to be honest, And again, nothing wrong with being inexperienced. We all were. But I just think that it's a mistake to start a war with experienced players who are organized. We are organized. We got a lot of members, and we're organized. Right now, while we are on having this war, all those members that you see on that leaderboard, that you see I'm friends with, we are on a VC, and we are talking to each other the entire war. If this war takes, this war was 3 hours. If it takes 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, members are going to be on that VC talking to each other and coordinating with each other. And I just don't think that there's another clan that's doing that or willing to do that. I mean, it's like I said in the last video, clear your day if you start a war with the WorldCrew. Whatever you wanted to do. You wanted to sleep. You wanted to eat. You wanted to, it's summer, you want to go to the pool or the beach. Whatever you want to do, you're going to have to not do that because we are going to pause what we're doing, and we're going to fight this war until we win. Simple as that. And so for all these other guys who are coming in here, you know, you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your own time. You're not wasting our time because we're getting a ton of XP and G cells, you know. So we love this. This is fun for us. These are fun for us. So we're happy to kill these guys over and over again if they're willing to do that. But, you know, if they think they're going to win a war against us, then they're wasting their time. That's my point. And, you know, Angel's coming in. I don't have any personal problem with Angel. I don't understand the things he said to me. He told me last time again, he's at war with DD. Somehow, obviously, that's not true. Something changed, or he wasn't being honest when he told me that. I have no idea. But he's in here, and this is just a lost cause. You know, there's no sense in coming in here 2.5, you know, in the last 10 minutes of a war. You're not going to save these guys. You know, they've already lost. You know, even, I mean, if you look now, you know, the guys that Angel's trying to help, where the hell are they? I don't even see them. Look at the screen right now. Where are they? There's a couple of them, scragglers. A couple guys, you know, still alive. I don't see anybody from DD right here. Angel's coming in by himself. You know, he's not going to kill all of us by himself. I mean, you know, oh, okay, wait. One guy's falling in. Okay, wait a minute. All right, there's one or two of them down there. It's all right. Good for them. I'm glad they have a little fight left in them. But, you know, they're just really just turning into XP bags at this point. But, you know, it is what it is. I just think, again, that they should work on, like, take the energy that they're putting in to these wars and work on becoming a better clan. Probably get a better leader because their leader has abandoned them. I mean, again, he's been gone. In a 3-hour war, he might have been here for 30 minutes. I mean, I didn't time it, but that's what it felt like. I barely saw him. He was not a factor. You know, that's not really how a good leader ought to be in this situation. I'm on the VC with all my guys. Paul's on the VC with us. You know, and we are working together this entire time. We are not abandoning people. Okay? One of the really cool things about WorldCrew is we back each other up. If you're a member of WorldCrew, you know if you ping our server, you will have members, they are awake, coming in and backing you up. Doesn't matter if it's, I mean, I could spawn into a server and it's me and one other guy and there's 10 people. It could be 2 of us fighting 10 people. I'm going to go in the server and back you up. And you know what's going to happen? Eventually, even if it's only 2 of us, there's going to be 5 of us. There's going to be 8 of us. There's going to be 10 of us. In this war, we had 12 of us at 3 in the morning. Okay, so that's why we're winning this. You know, and here's a typical ending of a lot of wars. You know, we're doing our victory pose, of course. We try to do that when we think of it. But you know, if you look at the chat, the guys who lost are complaining. They're trying to come up with reasons why we won or whatever. You know, right here, one of the guys is saying, "Oh, you just want to, you know, 7v3 or 8v3. I don't know what the numbers were." But what he doesn't understand is that it didn't start off that way. Yeah, it's ending with just a couple guys because we have forced everyone out of the server already. KTR, gone. TFA, gone. MAVT, gone. And here we go. This guy, even the DD guys complain. We have a bad. He says it's bad that WorldCrew fights you until everyone's done with the server. Well, yeah, and we're gonna keep doing that. And here we go. See, here's those couple DD guys. They're still here, and you know, again, you know, good game for them. I'm glad that they don't give up. They will become good players if they keep fighting. You know, with some heart, some spirit in them. You know, I don't have a personal problem with any of these guys. I think it's a little weak when you need help from 5 clans. If you're going to fight a clan, you know, show up with your own clan and we'll see which clan is better. Okay? Because, to be honest, it doesn't really prove anything if 5, 6, 7, 10 clans show up to fight one. It's not going to prove anything. But anyway, here we are. Conclusion of another successful war. Thanks for checking this video out. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. Stay away from those toxic clans. WorldCrew appreciates your support. See you next time.